Hello and welcome, Wargamers, to today's Age of Sigmar Battle Report. I am Luka from MiniWarGaming.com, and today I am joined by David and his Lumineth Realm Lords. We're playing 2,000 points. I'll be playing the Flesh Eater course today, some blister skin. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, and we'll see how this one plays out.
We play and call it work.
MiniWarGaming's Age of Sigmar Battle Report.
Let's go take a look at the Flesh Eater court first. I'll be playing Blister Skin, and I do want to say that we're both playing Glass Cannon armies. There's a chance that this game goes maybe south, so keep that in mind as we play this one. It's going to be a gamble for both forces here, potentially. Bloodthirsty will be my triumph if I do get it. Our leader will be an Abhorrent Arc Regent, and all of these guys are in a Warlord battalion. Jealous. He's a general, jealous general. He's a hellish orator, so he likes to sing praise and songs, and he's got quite the captivating voice. That is part of the Blister Skin force there. He will take an Arcane Tome as an artifact of power, so we'll be able to cast 3 spells this game. We're going to go and give him Monstrous Vigor as a spell, just to support the monsters in my list. The Abhorrent Ghoul King on Royal Terrorgeist will be a second in command. I kind of always have one of these in the list because my collection limits me to that, but he's a pretty good choice all around. We're going to give him the Eye of Hysh. It is the artifact of power I have to take, being Blister Skin. Not a bad one, though. We're going to go with Gruesome Bite as the mount trait, and he will know Blood Feast as his spell. And lastly, we have a Vargolf Courtier as our third character slot there. Now we're going to move on to battle lines. We are going to have 2 units of 10 Crypt Ghouls, just hanging out, filling points, and they'll serve some purpose in the game, I'm sure. And then we have 3 units of Crypt Flayers. Because we're Blister Skin, they do count as battle line. I wasn't too sure if it was worth reinforcing these guys or simply just making them separate. I'll play it out and figure it out, see how that works out there. And they are all going to go in a Bounty Hunter Battalion. And lastly, we have a Royal Zombie Dragon. So our Arc Regent is unleashing his menagerie of beasts in this game, and he is going to bring forth the Royal Zombie Dragon, to defend the realm in today's game. And we are going to have a pair of endless spells. We're going to try the Corpsemare Stampede. I don't think I've ever seen this thing play. It's kind of expensive at 80 points, but it has a potentially cool effect. And then the Chronomantic COGS as well, just to help my wizards out a little bit.
So, my general of my Lumineth army is my Lord Venari Regent. They have the Consummate Warrior Warlord trait, which gives them handy-dandy rerolls. Then I have a Skinari Cathala, who is doing some spells. They have the artifact, the Silver Wand, so they can cast an extra spell. And they also have their spell that they picked is the Total Eclipse. The Lord Regent, I just realized, also picked a spell, and they picked the Protection of Hysh. Then the last hero wizard, because I got other heroes, I got other spells, is the ALARITH Stone Mage. They don't have any special gear or upgrades, but their spell is the Crippling Vertigo spell. Then, apart from heroes, my battle line choices, I have my Wardens. They make my Sentinels also battle line, and they'll be Galician veterans. And then I have the last battle line would be the Venari Blade Lords, because the Skinari makes 1 unit of them battle line. Then other units, I have the Dawn Riders, I have the Starshard Ballista, I have the unit of Stone Guard, the ALARITH Stone Guard, and the unit of HURAKAN WINDCHARGERS. And then finally, to complete my list, I have the ALARITH Spirit of the Mountain, Big Moo Cow Time, and Foxy Time, the HURAKAN Spirit of the Wind. And all of my army is, my subfaction is Zytrek, so all of my wizards are +1 to cast, because that's nice and easy to remember.
Perfect. With that, let's go take a look at the mission that we'll be playing. Today, David and I play Head-On Collision from this season of war. Now, what we have is 3 objectives, 1 directly in the middle, and then 1 in each player's territory. And each player's territory will be opposite one another in each quarter of the table, leaving the other 2 quarters as no man's land in a search and destroy style mission. We are going to be deploying more than 9 inches away from their opponent's territory, and we have a special rule called Deadly Denizens. Objectives cannot be controlled in the first battle round, and players do not gain control of objectives after setup is complete, so you gotta wait till the second turn at least. And then you're going to be scoring victory points as follows. 1, if you control the objective wholly in your territory. 2, for the one in the center. And then 4, for the one in the opponent's territory. Now, we will gain bonus victory points if you gain control of an objective this turn, and there are Galician veterans within 6 of said objective. And of course, 2 for your battle tactic, and at the end of the game, 3 if you're able to complete your grand strategy. Whoever has the most amount of points after 5 battle rounds will be the glorious victor with a major victory. Also, we didn't note in the Army Showcase what the little units have for spells. We'll just cast them when they come up when it's relevant, because that's a lot of information for an Army Showcase. They have spells that are relevant, essentially.
They have their special, the one that they're going to cast all the time, which is the better more wounds.
Yeah.
But they also have another spell.
That they might maybe cast.
Maybe.
Essentially
Probably
that.
not, but maybe.
I think in the name of aggression and Flesh Eater Courts and zeal to defend the realm, we're going to go first. Plus, I also don't want to get shot at right away. I want to have some action with my stuff before it dies. So we're going to go first with the Flesh Eater Courts in this game. You're going to remember, can't control any objectives right away, so I'll have to pick like a weird different type of battle tactic. You can't even contest. They cannot be contested either, so that's important. Now, just taking a look at the command points, you guys all know. I'll be on the left side for Own. David will be the enemy. I'll be at 2. He'll be at 3. Also forgot to note, what is your grand strategy?
Defend the realm, because I really want to do the Lumineth special ones, but they're very hard.
Fair. Yeah, mine's not great. So the Flesh Eater Court one is I have to have 3 units on the table that didn't start in my army, so I have to summon 3 units to the table. But you don't want to risk them by putting them in combat, so you just kind of summon them all back here in the back corner, and that's not really interesting. So I went with kill your battle line, and you have to keep me out of your deployment zone, essentially. Yeah. So probably those are both, you have a ton of battle lines, so it's going to be hard to do. And then on top of that, I guess that was it. That's all we wanted to talk about there. So I guess I'll go into my hero phase. And then to clarify something I was talking about earlier, contesting objectives, you can't control them, and all the battle, you could technically contest them, but all the battle tactics that referencing contesting also reference controlling as well, so that's not really relevant. And the Eye of Hish, I was treating it as wholly within 12, it's only wholly within 6. So just the units surrounding him right now will get a -1 hit, but he's gonna move off anyways and go do his own thing. My battle tactic, I hate to kind of do it, I would hate it if it works, but it'd be really good. I can either go for one of the train features, or I'm going to be aggressive this turn with this stuff anyways, and if I'm going to go for that monster, because he's a major threat to, like, a lot of your stuff are a major threat naturally, but that's a big hammer. So we got to deal with that. We're going to call a Royal Hunt. I have to pick a monster that has fewer than 5 wounds allocated to it, and if I kill it this turn, I complete my battle tactic. That Spirit of the Mountain I'm going to go for. And then our Hellish Orator, so our general on his throne, will sing a ballad to bolster the morale of our forces, and on a 4-up we'll gain an additional command point. And I'm going to do Heroic Leadership as well, so like a double 4-up. But the leadership's going to go on my Ghoul King, and the Hellish Orator just adds to my pool. First one will be Leadership on the Ghoul King. He does not get it, and then the Hellish Orator will trigger, so I'll go up to 3 command points. Try the same thing.
I'll try and get a command point on my ALARITH Stone Mage.
Ooh, we got a 6.
No, 1.
That's a 1. That's a skull. That's 1. All right. So no leadership this this time, and then we're gonna go on to casting some spells. We're gonna start with the basic one. We're gonna cast the Chromatic Cogs on our Abhorrent Arc Regent to give some rerolls to my other wizards. Starting with the Cogs, looking for at least a 6 on this roll. Whoa! Talk about the bare minimum. So that's one of his spells. You have so many unbinds.
Who do I pick? This unit.
Do you have any bonuses to your unbinds, or is they all the same?
They're all the same.
Nice. Look for
I get +1 to cast.
A 7. That's a 6. You got it. All right. So no cogs. That's cool. We're gonna go to our. I kind of want the Corpse Main out. It's gonna be harder to cast. I'm gonna try it anyways with our Ghoul King here. He doesn't need to heal. He doesn't really need a this guy can cast his Mystic Shield if I needed to. So you know what? He's gonna try and summon I want the Endless Spell, so only the other wizard can do it. Corpse Main. Oh, we fail on a 7. Sorry, that's a 6. Sorry, I knew it was a fail. It's a 7 to cast, but I rolled a 6, so that's a fail there. So it is +1 to all 3, dispelling, unbinding, and casting for your host,
Wizards.
War Nation.
Oh, my nation.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Zytrek,
yeah.
They're Teclis's favorites. So I'm Teclis's favorites.
Nice. We hate Teclis. The people hate Teclis. The people hate them. This guy's got 2 more spells. We're gonna do Mystic. We're gonna attempt a Mystic Shield. God with a 9. That's respectable. Let's see a 9 on your dice to stop it. That is a 9. All right.
It's a 10.
Yes, that's true, but you need to show that to stop that bad boy. And then we have 1 more spell.
And I have enough unbinds.
You definitely have enough unbinds. Casting my 3rd spell because he's got an Arcane Tome. He's got a book. He's a learned ghoul. Of course, I'll use this built-in spell. I think it's called Blood Feast. I pick a unit to get D3 extra attacks. This is a big one. I would love to get this. Fails. All right, it's called Ferocious Hunger, and that is a failure. Okay, well, that is Flesh-Eater Courts. Kind of need magic, but we're going to try and make it work without it. I think we're done with the hero phase. We're going to go on to movement. So with a debunked magic phase, good job, stupid nerd elves. They're going to punish you for that, I hope. With Blister Skin, everything moves 2 inches faster, so we're going to show you, we're just going to be super aggro, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, that's Flesh-Eater Courts, baby. And that's Warhammer, baby. So we're going to move all of this towards the enemy, and I'll recap anything kind of relevant that happens. Huzzah! We have moved forward very aggressively. Move forward, move forward, move forward. Did something unfortunate happen in the movement phase? Not really. So the ghouls took a position around the throne to protect their Arch Regent, and then the king and the royal zombie dragon moved. Sorry, the royal dragon moved forward. Our Pegasus Knights took up positions right up the middle and up the flanks. They got some pretty long charges, but if they make them, they make them. If they don't, they tried. And that's kind of where we're at. So we're on to the shooting phase. There is an ability to reduce my chance to hit by 1, but none of my shooting. Oh, that's not true. You could do it on the zombie dragon, but he has a rule that if I roll first. If I roll under the amount of models in the target unit, I automatically hit. Is it like a command point you have to spend or anything like that?
It's literally if you're within 12 inches of my move cow, you're -1 to hit.
Okay,
pick a unit.
You pick the zombie dragon, then it makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So zombie dragon will be targeted by the Spirit of the Mountain, the Alarith Spirit of the Mountain, and that's that. Okay. So we are gonna go on to actual shooting, where we're going to try and make some of these mortal wounds work. I'm going to double check the bravery on some of my targets over here. I'd like to go for the sentinels in the back there. However, I'm pushed back by the front line, and they're more than 9 inches away from my breath attacks. So we're going to go for a breath attack from the zombie dragon into the sword masters. We'll see if we hit them. So I have to roll a d6. If I roll equal to or under the amount of models in the unit, they're automatically hit. Okay, so I rolled a 5. I'm going to confirm that it's equal to or under. Indeed is equal to. Now, does it wound them? Do they care? Classic pestilential breath. All right, and when I said more than 9 inches away, it's more than 10 inches away, because this thing's got a 10-inch reach on his breath attack. I'm going to the screech. I'm going to screech at these stone masons, or the Alarith guard guys. I don't know what they are. Stone guard. They have hammers and they're elves, so they don't deserve to be on the table. So we're going to go ahead and scream at them. So d6 plus 6. We roll a 10 against a bravery of 7. 3 mortal wounds. Probably 2 wounds each. So
and 1 wound left over.
1 has some sort of panic attack and dies, and then 1 is wounded or shook. We're going to do death screeches on the Crypt Flayers. These 2 are going to screech against the Alarith Stone Guard, and then this one only has range to screech at the Wardens or the Sentinels.
These are Wardens.
Those are Wardens, yeah. So we're going to screech at the Wardens first. So it's 2d6 against their bravery. You take a mortal wound equal to the difference, but I subtract 2 from the roll. So I roll an 8. That means they take 2 mortal wounds, I believe. And then these guys here, roll twice against them. That's nothing, because it's -2. And then that is also nothing. So just 2 mortal wounds over to the Wardens. Only 1 mortal wound against them. And then we're going to do the same from this squad of Flayers over there. However, only 1 is in range to scream. Bravery 7 on the Swordmasters. So we roll a 6, which will be a 4, which will be no effect. They are resolute. Do 1 more screech from that Infernal, Crypt Infernal. There, if I roll high enough, 8 -2 is 6, no damage. Okay, well, that's it for shooting. We're on to charging. Let's start these charges off with our Ghoul King to lead the charge naturally. Honor to him. And we are going to roll a 7. There you go. We're going to engage there, staying 3 away from the Stone Guard. And then our Royal Dragon will follow into combat with a 7 as well. Nice, I love it. And we will engage the Sword Masters as well as the Wardens. Now we're going to try some long bomb charges. Our Flayers, the Flayers for a second, they're back in reality. Our Pegasus Knights are going to declare a charge. 5, that's going to be a fail. Well, we do get our Triumph, forgot to mention it. Sorry, another thing I forgot to mention. There's a lot of things to remember, little minor things. We are down by 25 points over David White, so we do get our Bloodthirsty. We could reroll a charge. I don't know how much I care about this charge working. I feel I'm just going to get beat it up a little bit here, and you get to pick with 2 things to fight. I need a 7 to make it in, and I don't even know if that's a good charge, because I have to fight with the Ghoul King first. So I'm probably just going to chill, unfortunately. These Flayers are going to attempt to charge. They're going to keep the fail as well. In fact, I actually don't want to charge at all. So we're just gonna chill with those guys. We're going to go. At the end of the charge phase, we have monsters or rampages to do. I'll start with mine. My Ghoul King is going to enact a titanic duel with the Alarith Spirit of the Mountain. The spirit of the mountain will roar back. Moo. Probably a pretty deep bellow. It does succeed. Good job, elf spirit thing. And then my royal dragon is going to step on a unit, I guess. I could roar. I'm just gonna step on a unit. No, I don't do either. It doesn't really matter what I pick there. And then we go into combat. The Ghoul King, atop his royal beast, will strike everything into the spirit of the mountain. We got 0 of our buffs off.
You are -1 to hit because
of his aura.
Stoneheart Shockwave.
What does that narratively do? Why don't you read that little narrative? Why don't you be a filthy casual and read that narrative for me?
When a spirit of the mountain smashes its world hammer into the ground, it can direct the resulting shockwave at a nearby foe, hurling the enemy to its knees. Kneel before moo.
Nice. All right. Well, I got none of my buffs off, so I'm -1 hit, but I'm +1 hit for the Titanic Duel. I could all-out attack, but I'm not here to hit and do damage. I'm here to just... I'm here to hit and do damage. I'm actually going to save that for an all-out defense later, and we're going to go with our Rancid Maw first, naturally. Anything. Oh, so in a desperate plea, he's going to use Aether Quartz. That's a coveted resource.
Yeah, so heightened reflexes, so +1 to save. And then the Cathala will take the -1 bravery from it and stick it on that unit.
Over there.
It's not going to matter that much because you're bravery 10, but...
Yeah, just to not have it on him. Yeah. All right, let's start with that Rancid Maw. So the save is going to increase by 1. We're here for mortal wounds. We're here for that toxic bite. We need 6s. We got, and we can only reroll failed hit rolls. So we got 6 mortal wounds, and these hit. They wound on 3s with those. So that's 6 mortal wounds on him. We have the claw attacks, which are, again, +1 hit, -1 hit. Look for 4s. Ooh, that's not bad, but it's a really low rend. So I wish that did something. That looks cool, though. So that's 4 saves at D3 damage, but only -1 rend to your armor. His armor, or some capability of him, allows him to ignore 1 level of rend.
It's the Alarith rule that we ignore. It's not 1 level of rend. We ignore rend 1.
Oh, specifically rend 1. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
So 3 2-up saves.
All right, here we go. Good luck. 4 of them, actually. There's 4 of them. You just reroll 1 of them. And you pass 3 of them. Reroll the 4th one. You're good. Yeah. No damage there. And then the King's Gory Talons. 5 attacks from here, which all hit. Ah, man, these are good rolls too. And then 4 wounds at 2-up saves. And then these are 2-up saves because again he's ignoring singular level 1 rend. And these are only 1 damage each though.
So 1.
So he's taken 7 damage. He has 7 remaining wounds.
Yes.
All right. Well, we are going to spend a command point on Feeding Frenzy. Oh, that's right. That's why this is a bad idea. That's the main reason for the roar. Yeah, because you used the roar. You got the 6. Oh, gosh. I was talking about using command abilities earlier, too, and I forgot about Feeding Frenzy. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? That's okay. This is part of the plan, because this was going to be a quick game no matter what. This was a gamble, and if it doesn't work, it's okay. Bad, though. 7 remaining wounds. Could have got him. Didn't. Just need to roll better. The double whiff on the Ba could have taken him out, too. But yeah, 1 and 2. Actually, I've had a really bad turn all around. I think I failed everything. That's okay. All right, so we're going to go first with the Spirit of the Mountain attacking, and then the second pick will be the Wardens.
Yeah, and very importantly, Mukau is within range of the Stone Mage, which means regardless of how many wounds he has suffered, he counts as top bracket.
Excellent. Let's see what that big hammer can do. All right, here we go. 2s to hit because of all-out attack. Ooh, you used all-out attack, right?
Yes.
Oh, you did on him, correct.
So 2s.
Boom, 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 boom. 1 miss.
And then 2s.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I got no negatives to wound on me. 2 fails. What's the rend on this?
-2.
So 6-up saves. 6-up saves. We're going to make neither one of them. That's 10 damage. I ward 3 of them, so I'm taking 7 damage so far. And then he has his horn attacks and stuff.
No, these are the hooves. I'm kicking you.
Oh, no.
So 2s and 3s. And 3s.
Oh, nice. What's the rend on this?
-1, and these are 2 damage each.
All right. I got 5 ups against that. I make 2 of them. And 2 each?
Yeah.
For the lady, does her blessing protect? Not yet. 6 remaining wounds, and then you get your second pick because Lumineth still have the rule where every time they pick 1 unit, they actually fight with 2.
Yeah, so I'm going to do a very weird pile-in.
Oh, yes.
Because these guys have 3-inch range, this one has 1.
I see.
So basically, there's but we all have to stay in base contact with 2 friends.
I got to keep the
it's
shining company.
So,
I see.
So you see,
it's very doable, absolutely doable.
It's very cool looking too, because we keep our form. So putting these 4 into here, I think they might be able to kill you.
I got 6 wounds left, so whatever. That's essentially it.
So I might actually check these guys' range.
Oh, 3 inches is pretty. Oh, I got a little
3 inches. Just because I need to be shining companied, they aren't going to be able to. So these 5 into there and those 4 into there. If they can't kill, they can't kill.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm going to go with an all-out defense on that zombie dragon from my king. It doesn't really... from the heroic leader... did I get leadership? I didn't. All-out defense. It'd be from the Vargolf then. Because he actually can issue commands. And then we have, so the 8 attacks from the 4, because they're 2 attacks each. Into my king!
And 6s are sun metal.
That's true.
So 6s are mortal wounds.
Is that in addition or instead of?
Instead of.
Okay, so that's 1 damage there so far. The lady might protect there. And then... 1 wound. Rend of probably 1?
1 at the moment.
That's a failed save. So we have 2 wounds going through. The lady does protect a little bit.
So I'm rolling the Champion's Blade with the pikes because you charged me. It makes it the same profile.
Easy. I love it when it's simple.
No, it doesn't.
Mine is not
so
the same.
yeah, so these are the spears.
We're looking for 6s. We got 1.
Okay.
Not bad there. So that's 1 mortal wound, and then 3 potential more wounds, and
2 more.
2 more. So that's going to be 2 saves at my normal save, which those are both fails, plus the mortal wound. The lady protects 1 of them, so I take 2 so far.
And the sword, 1 hit.
Nice.
And
no.
No.
All right, 12 remaining wounds on the zombie dragon. Sorry, regular dragon. A lapse in reality, which will attack. How does Shining Company, same thing?
As long as all of my people are in base contact with 2 or more of their friends, which both units obviously are, as long as it's Venari, sorry, they're -1 to hit.
Do the Sword Masters have Venari?
They are Venari Blade Masters.
-1
Sorry,
hit.
Blade Lords, not Sword Masters. It's a totally different thing. There's
Completely
no relationship.
Absolutely different.
Brand new.
We are going to put all of our attacks into the Blade Lords.
I'm going to all-out defense then.
That's very reasonable, I think. Let's do the Maw, the Fanged Maw. I think, actually, it might be more attacks.
Wait, did you say they're hitting on 5s?
Yeah, you're Shining Company. I'm a monster. Monsters hit on 4s. Oh, typically. I'm not fancy elf monsters like you. 5s. Oh, we got hit with our Maw. It does not wound. This is comical at this point. 4. And we're going to try. We're really trying here, guys. 5s hit with the claws. We got 4 hits. That's actually not bad. These wound on trees. We got wounds there. So regular saves because of defense. And that's 2 damage each. And we clawed down 2 of them. All right, Blade Lord's my butt. Imagine getting killed by a delusional dead creature.
They got nudged. Hang on, let's just fix that.
That is no problem. And then you get 2 picks again, but I think you're only really fighting with this with Blade Lords.
Yeah.
Oh, you get to fight with the Cathcallers or the Cathalas.
They don't have melee range on you.
Yeah, because it's only 1 inch.
Yeah, that's only 1 inch.
Yeah, we're engaged, but you can't.
Most things in my army have very long sticks. The Cathala is not one with a possessor of long stick.
I understand. Oh, woe is me! This thing's got a 3-inch reach. I never would have expected that.
Look how long that stick is.
You know what? I'm honestly, I should have asked. All right, I engaged it so that it was kind of stuck in combat because I thought it was like a weird wizard thing. But turns out it's got a 3. I should have asked. You know what? That's fine. So he's gonna fight as well as the Blade Lords.
Yeah, I will do him first.
Excellent.
Axe.
D3 attacks.
It's the big 3.
Oh, not bad, not bad.
That's terrible.
Is it 2 hits?
That's 1
That's not that bad.
That's terrible. I'm pretty sure it's 4. I'll check. I don't think.
The 3 does work. -1. We pass. Hey, our armor protects.
So Blade Lords. I said it right.
You got it right. Yeah.
Now Sword Masters are throwing me off. Okay, so there's 3 of them. They have 2-inch reach. They are going to slice you. They got a bit of a glow up.
Ooh, nice.
They are using Perfect Strike. On a 2+, you take a mortal wound.
Yeah, they get like swing options. So
that's 7 mortal wounds.
I'll take it. Let's see if the lady protects our royal menagerie. A little bit. We take 5. We're down to 7. And that is it for that. We're done. All right. Wow, that was probably one of the worst turns I've ever had. I'm not going to be able to summon with him. I wanted to save my summons for turn 2, so he's probably going to die. I'm probably not going to utilize that. Well, my hope was he was going to go ahead and kill him in 1 hit or 2 hits, and then just be generally fine against the rest of the stuff-ish. Unless everything went into him, then that's okay too. I was debating on summoning with him, but I wanted to hold until tier 2 for both of them. I don't like summoning right away. It's like there's usually always there's always some point in the game around turn 3 I'm like, I wish I just held it for 1 more turn or 2 more turns or something. Regardless, so he's probably gonna die. That zombie dragon's probably dead. I'm probably gonna lose some from my crypt flayers, and this is all I'll have left. We do have a bravery check on the Blade Lords. They lost 2.
The Stone Guard can't because they only lost 1. Yeah. So the Blade Lords.
They're gonna roll an 8.
Of course.
So 1 runs. Bye. There's no one wounded. They just, One guy decides he would rather live his immortal life somewhere else. I have no bravery to do myself. Scoring-wise, you can't control the objectives in the first battle round, and my battle tactic was to complete the royal hunt against the enemy monster there. Unfortunately, that was not the case. Got there though. Like realistically, a few rolls go a little different there. Maybe I actually wound with the rancid maw attacks. Maybe I roll a second. If I rolled a second rancid maw attack, he'd have one wound left. Or if I connected with one more thing, that's all I needed. Maybe David White fails the roar. That could have easily went in the favor of him. But problem is, roar is a pretty hard counter to the Flesh Eater Courts. Not ideal, but it was a gamble. Yeah, whatever. And not great. So no points for Flesh Eater Courts turn 1. What a shame. We're going to go on to turn 1 for the Lumineth Realm Lords. All right, here we are with the updated command points and the updated victory points too.
So my battle tactic is going to be blind something, blinding them. I have to do 4 spells. I literally just said it
just looked at
like 30 seconds ago. it's something blinding. I have to cast 4 spells with 4 different units.
It's the Lumineth specific battle tactic.
Yeah.
Control. You cast 4 spells with your 14 wizards. So it's like a Siege. Siege has something very similar.
So I'm going to start. I'm just going to see if I can bait out your Unbind for it. I'm going to Deep Thinkers my once per game and cast Total Eclipse on a 9.
I do have 3 Unbinds.
Yes.
I got 1, and I will. I'll try it out. Deep Thinkers makes it so all my command abilities cost an additional command point.
And it is...
Or no, that's the ability. The Total Eclipse.
Total Eclipse is all of them are 2. Yeah, they cost 2. Now my +1, I auto cast on a 9. I'm assuming that still goes up by 1.
If you look at your rule, it'll probably say spell rolls are increased by 1. This is not a roll. This would be it's cast at a 9. Deep Thinkers is an ability. So what it was before, I think, is like if you didn't cast a spell in the previous turn, you got like an automatic cast on the next turn, or like a high cast on the next turn. Now it's once per battle. The minor wizard characters, Skinari only, they get to automatically cast a spell once per game at a 9, unmodified. It says that in the rule there. So I'll try and unbind that. I need a 10 on the dice. Hey!
Okay.
I'm actually disappointed I got it because I would have liked to keep this train going. All right, so we stopped Total Eclipse.
I'm going to do a very silly one now because she has 2 because she has a silver one. I'm going to cast Darkness of the Soul on the unit of... they're the -1 bravery one, right?
Correct, they have my Royal Pegasus.
So what this does is whenever you want to move, charge, or attack, or anything like that, you have to roll 2d6 and get over your bravery, otherwise you can't do it.
All right.
So this is just silly.
Do I have to roll over my bravery or under my, like an old school leadership check, or do I have to roll over my bravery on 2 dice? It's indeed an old school leadership check. So what is this cast on?
It is cast on 7, but that's a 9.
You know what? We can have it. That's 1 of your 4.
Yeah, he's in range.
Yeah, and we roll Power of Fish.
Power of Fish time. Power of Fish.
1. What's this normally cast on?
5.
So this is a built-in spell they have.
That's a 10.
You can have it. That's spell number 2. It makes it so their star metal weapons trigger on unmodified 5s and 6s.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
We'll do the Sentinels.
Power hit. This is one I kind of want to stop. 7, 8.
8.
I'll try and stop that. Unbind using a 9. No, I do not.
Okay.
Nice, the army roll came in. And then the Warden's going to try the same thing. I'll try and stop that as well.
7.
I do stop that one.
Okay, and then the last spell is him.
You already, if you get this one off, this will be your 4th one, I believe. If not, if you haven't already got it.
+1, so 11, and he can cast. Basically, he casts Power of Hish to D3 units.
That's what that was.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah.
He has super. It's called Super Power of Hish or something. I don't know.
I actually don't stop it because your army roll again.
Yeah.
All right, that was my last unbind. That was your last spell cast.
D3 units.
1.
So he'll just put it on the
Sentinels, I say. What the Wardens say. Okay.
Well, the Sentinels
failed to stop this. That's right. So you're gonna, because it's good. This one's good. I like him in the army specifically because it can kind of brings up the fact that if you fail a Power Hish on one unit, it's a different spell. He's able to cast it. Does the exact same effect though. So if they fail it, he can just like, no, here you go instead. You always cast him last, kind of. Yeah. And you get your battle tactic done. Very good start. This is an excellent start for the Lumineth turn. Are we on to movement?
Yes, I don't have any other command phase things as far as I'm aware, so
all right.
Movement.
Because it's the first turn still in deployment zone, we're going to do one of these. We're going to show you where everything ends up after it's finished moving, and then we'll reference anything relevant if it actually comes up. All right, so this is where everything ends up moving. Dawn Riders, is that their name?
That is their name.
They're running up the flank, and the general is getting into a position to assist them. The middle, obviously staying still because we're all engaged. The bow guys on the kangaroos, which I'm not too sure what they're called.
HURAKAN WINDCHARGERS. I don't know why you have difficulty remembering that name.
Yeah, it's fair. And then the Stone Guard are moving up to assist with this. The Sentinel staying still. And then our really fancy flowy guy moves 24 inches. He moves up over here. Now, we did forget to show off our heroic actions. We both did the leadership. I rolled a 1. David White got a 6 on his general, so he'll have a free command ability he can shoot out later this turn. I did redeploy off the Stone Guard move, so I got a 3 on them, and I issued that, well, I guess the Crypt Inferno, Infernal. His Crypt Infernal.
Can this be a new sub-faction?
The Infernos?
If you're listening, GW, Flesh Courts, but they're all on fire.
That's one of them. They're like the crematorium for the Bone Reapers, but they're the Flesh Eater Court.
They're just really on fire all the time.
I got a 3, so it makes discharge a little bit harder, so I'll at least have them available, maybe. Realistically, guys, it looks like I'm going to lose both my monsters up the front. I'm going to lose my Crypt Flayers, and then these ones are also in a precarious position, so it's not looking super great. But we'll see what happens, because we're on to shooting now.
Okay, before we do anything like exciting, although this is very exciting.
I was going to say, this is very exciting.
I'm going to throw a rock and see if we get lucky and just kill out the...
Yeah, he's got a 25-inch range to throw a rock. He's going to pick up debris somewhere and essentially smash it into the side of the Terror guy's head here. So,
it's on a 3.
All right, fair.
Nope, there we go.
Womp. I dodged. He misses, drops a rock. Something weird happens there. What's firing next?
We will fire the Sentinels into them.
Volley. Boom. Now, I forgot I'm -1 to hit for the eye hish. Didn't matter there because you missed. Do you want an all-out attack?
Yes.
To counteract that? Okay, so just back to your normal instead of shoot value.
Yes.
And they're wholly within 18 of the general. So
I definitely had checked that before I did this, and it wasn't a spur of the moment thing.
Yeah, using his leadership, so it doesn't cost any command points, and volley into my big guy. Yeah, I'll out defense. I'd be crazy not to try, but I think he's going to die to the mortal wounds here. Is there 10 of them?
There is 10.
All out defense might come in here. And there's 9 shots because the leader doesn't have a bow.
No, the leader does not have a bow.
He defends with a sword.
Hitting on 3s, but 5s and 6s are mortal wounds.
And we're looking for, like, the average is 3 here, but we're going to get a 4 on the mortal wounds. Not bad. And then we have, like, what, 4 or 5 hits? Ooh, everything hits. Yes. Nice.
And because these aren't lofted, they are -1 rend.
They're, like, direct shots.
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha.
Because you're close enough that there's no reason not to. And two more.
We have all-out defense, so we're back to our regular save, which we make 1 of, so it's going to be 5 damage. The lady is protecting us. Oh, he does get just pierced through. The Ghoul King is dismounted from his royal beast, and then at some point, the rider itself gets squished under the hoof of the Alarith, Spirit of the Mountain. Boom. Humbled. This great king was.
And taking my... Give me back my warden.
I just destroyed everything. Right, the ballista,
or the ballista,
is going to fire into my royal dragon.
It now hits on 2s. It no longer has a weird rule where it has to be within 24 inches of my hero to get a bonus.
It just hits on 2s.
Just hits on 2s.
Because it pretty much always hit on 2s before.
Yeah,
So that's all hits.
I'm gonna check it's not sun metal.
Oh, sun metal. That's what I thought. I thought it was star metal.
It's not sun metal. I just wanted to check because a bunch of stuff has changed. So on 3s to wound.
Does it actually? Oh, 1 damage. Well, 1 goes through.
-2 rend and it's 3 damage.
That's gonna be a 6-up save. It does go through his hide, and I gotta do the blessing of the lady here. We take all 3s down to 4 remaining wounds. Down to 4 remaining there. That's it for the firing from your fortified position.
Yep. Then we're gonna do the wind charges into this unit.
My flayers, my royal Pegasus.
Yep. So we're going to use Heightened Senses Ace Quartz. Suspending it. We're in range of the Cathala. The Cathala is going to...
Can it stack?
I don't... I sure we'll put it on there because they have the spell on them, don't they?
They do, yeah.
Yeah, sure. We'll check if it can't stack, then it'll go on that unit.
Sure, yeah.
But I think it can, so hitting on 2s.
Volley! Nice.
That's very nice.
A couple misses. You know what? You didn't roll a single 3 there.
No?
It does all 4 ups.
And then we are wounding you on 3s, -1 rend, 1 damage, and you don't get your ward save.
That's the specific rule on these weapons. That's not too bad. I mean, that's closer to the average because he rolled so well on the hit rolls.
Yeah.
Maybe it's down by 1,
4.
I think. 4 at rend of 1?
Yeah.
So 6 is on the armor because these are lightly armored Royal Pegasus Knights. 3 go through, and they, for some reason, don't feel the lady's blessing. I just take 3 damage. All right, down to 1 remaining wound on that Pegasus in the back there.
Then we're going to shoot the Spirit of the Wind into the same unit. See if we can take out a few people. 2s and 3s again.
Ooh, he needs better practice at bow school.
And 3s. 1 wound -2 this time, and it's D3 damage.
I'll roll out that damage. I only have light armor on these guys.
So 2 wounds, but you do get your save against that.
The lady does not protect there. So this one is shot down from the sky. That's only 1 more damage. This one actually has 3 remaining wounds. At the end of the shooting phase, he's got the Spirit of the Wind rule.
I was going to try and do something tricksy like over here, but I feel like this is a much bigger brain move to do.
There you go. Just going to fly back there. This thing moves 24 inches, and after at the end of the shooting phase, it gets to move 12 again. I love this unit. It's very cool.
It's only in my shooting phase now, though. Before it was in both shooting phases.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, these spirits, are they like physical beings or are they more like elemental? I guess they're elemental.
They're elemental beings.
Okay, that's kind of cool. But they take a physical form.
Yes.
Nice. That'll bring us to the charge phase. Where do you want to start?
I will start with the 3-inch charge.
So he's going to charge in. Aware of the Overwatch, but he's the best bet. He's got the highest bravery. And I shouldn't say Overwatch. It's their Unleash Hell. Well, you have to roll the charge, make it in. You probably will. And then once he makes it in, I will spend a command point to Unleash Hell over here. I kind of want to do it over here. But I think I'm going to try. I'll still try it over there. There's 3 chances of it. So he's going to charge. He definitely
10.
makes it.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and do the Unleash Hell anyways. So the first one's 9, so he takes 1 mortal wound. Second one is nothing. And the last one is
8, which is his.
just 1 mortal wound. He'll go there, and he's suffered 1 wound. He's got 5 remaining, and then we're going to charge the Dawn Riders in. Do they get any fancy rules for musicians or banners?
I don't think so. No fancy charging things.
3 and 3, 6.
That
should be
right.
And they're going to charge in like that in like a half. I'll call it the half wedge.
I'm sorry, everybody. It's ugly, but they do have 2-inch range space.
So they go sideways, but they remaining Shining Company in that specific formation. What do you want to charge first over here?
We're going to try the longer charge first. 8. But I guess if he gets less, he could actually charge that away.
Correct. Yeah, he just has to pop.
Yeah.
He's looking for like a 7 or an 8 to get into somewhere. Relevant.
Somewhere. Let's see where we're going. 8? Okay, well, we'll go where we want to then.
8 goes directly into my Royal Pegasus. No fantasy impact hits when he charges. Then we're going to try the Stone Wardens.
They need a 7.
All right, that's easy enough. It's a 6.
6.
Do you want to command point it? Or just rely on him alone to do it?
I don't know if they can kill him very easily, so...
They only have run 1, so...
I ignore that.
Did they do more wounds or was that the Vargeist? Sorry, that was the 6. It was a 7 for him to get into the zombie dragon. It was an 8 to get here, and it was a 6 for them to make it in. So it got the numbers confused. But they do make it in. All right, now they're going to file in there. Not great for my Pegasus Knights, but I mean, the whole game is not great for the Fleshy Courts. So that's it for charges. You have a monstrous rampage, and so do I.
I am going to...
We're going to attempt a roar over here.
Roar.
Sorry, fighting over there.
Moo.
A loud bellow. Yo, the 6 again. So no command abilities.
It's the loudest cow in town.
Issued or received by them, and then we're gonna. Oh, then I guess I get mine. I'm gonna just step on the Blade Lords or attempt to. We do a single mortal.
So we're going to do the general and the ones. I was looking at the cavalry, but their Deathly Furrows doesn't work.
Are they bounty hunters though?
They are bounty hunters.
And I am a Galician veteran.
That's true. You are a Galician veteran.
So their damage is 100% better.
I'm going to pick them then. But they don't get their Deathly Furrows, which I was sad about. So we'll do the Dawn Riders and the Wardens.
Yep, and my Pegasus Knights are Galician veterans because I'm Blister Skin, and they're not mounted, technically, mechanically, and they are a wound characteristic of 4 or less.
So we'll do the Dawn Riders. We have 3 horses in range, and then all the Lancers and the Champion Sword.
Excellent. Did you want to use Aether Quartz or?
We will use the Aether Quartz over here because then we can use all that attack over there. So we use Aether Quartz here and we'll make... So we can't stack the thing.
Figured it out.
So they were -1, they were -1. And now these are -1.
Excellent. That's from the Cathcaller or Cathaller up there.
And they've used their Aether Quartz.
And they're +1 to hit for heightened senses. They're just burning. I was reading a little bit about it. This Aether Quartz, this brings them deep despair to give up this resource.
But that's why Cathallers are here, to manage it and to make you feel sad instead.
They don't care about this, like, I would assume nearly priceless resource.
Probably.
That they're using for a casual battle.
Yeah.
That we're live.
Oh, yeah, a casual battle against the cannibal cults.
Just casual combat, dude. Honorable combat. Okay, well, let's see what this does. I have no command points remaining because I redeployed, I unleashed hell, and I only really had 2, I think. And all out defense as well. That's right. That's where all 3 of mine got burned to.
2s and 3s on the Champion Sword, and 5s and 6s.
Nice.
1 wins.
Boom, 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 boom. So
It's 2 wounds, minus 1 rend.
Is it
one
the same
damage.
range as the spears, or are they different?
The spears, they have different wound rolls on the
okay.
sword, so but it's minus 1 rend. The spears are minus 1 rend now too.
That's 1 damage normal.
1 damage each.
That's 4 damage because of bounty hunters. Boop.
4 lances. These are 3s and 3s, and that's just 3 mortal wounds.
Does it do more wounds equal to your damage characteristic, or is it a fixed amount?
It says it just as 1 mortal wound. The reason why is because the Lord Regent, he has the same rule. He actually does 2 mortal wounds, but everybody else does a mortal wound.
It does say only 1, so it doesn't stack with the bounty hunter thing.
So that's a wound, minus another minus 1.
-1. We're looking at a fail there. That's 2
So
damage.
that's 2 damage now.
So we're at 9. All right. Boom.
3 horses, also hitting on 2s.
They hit on 3s normally. Very respectable. Oh, they got 2 hits though. Oh, 2s because of +1 to hit. And what, 4s?
Yes.
They're 3s and 4s normal.
They're 4s and 4s. I'm a big cheater and a liar. 1 wound.
1 entire wound, which I actually pass.
Yeah.
9 for the lady saves. We make 1, so that's 1. That kills 2 of them completely. Crypt Infernal is there in the middle, so these 2 are slain. And from there, because of the Lumineth rules, these guys get to fight now as well.
Yep.
That's nearly a full squad. I think it's just 1 missing.
1 missing, yes, so it's 18. So I am 2s and 4s, and we have to do the sword separately because it has a rend.
Yeah, they'll be issuing all that attack to themselves.
All that attack, yeah, sorry. So
That's 1 hit.
1 and 4s.
Nope.
No. 2s and 4s, and 5s and 6s mortal wins.
2s. Oh, 6s. I see many. I don't know about 5s. So there's like A5. Damn good start. Shows off their martial prowess there and their fancy enchanted equipment.
And 4s to wound.
1. We know we're not there for the physical wounds. We're there for the fancy star wounds.
Oh, but he's still taking. Okay, so
8 lady saves.
he had to make
5 to live. It does go down. Is that 8? Yeah, it was 8. All right, so you slay this royal dragon. You bring it down. That's actually a crime. This thing was very majestic. And we imagine it brings you great pain to do it. But in reality, you're more than glad to take this monstrosity down. Now we're going to go over here. We did get roared at, so we can't really do anything too fancy. We're going to try and do some damage to the... let's do the Stone Guard. Why not? Let's kill some more let's kill as many models as we can. Now, they're Glacier veterans. They get to fight through one another into the Stone Guard. It's kind of cool. Piercing strikes have 9 attacks because we have an Infernal in there. These are 4s to hit because... Oh, no, these are 5s to hit because we're near the Spirit of the Mountain, right?
Yeah, because I would have picked a unit to be -1, so yes.
So that'll affect one of those. These do mortal wounds in addition to the normal damage, so the 1 does. So that's 1 mortal wound in the pool, and these are 3s to wound. Normally with a that's a dope roll. Normally with a rend of 1, but you ignore that because they're part of like the ALARITH,
Yes.
like philosophy of war, I suppose.
Saves, these are 4 4-ups.
Okay, 4-ups.
Because I did an all-out defense, so.
So that's 4 damage in total.
4 damage in from these?
No, with the mortal wound added in.
Oh, they're only 1 damage each.
Yeah, they're only they're bounty hunters, but you're not battle line, so yeah.
So,
these are amazing bounty hunters, by the way. It's a shame the game's going this direction. I would love to try this out again.
So
It's just,
I'm killing the guy. I want to keep the banner because reroll battle shocks.
Of course. This is just the nature of what I was talking about earlier, like just the 2 glass cannon armies fighting each other. One of us was going to get absolutely destroyed. Turns out today was me. I have 2 picks for the Realm Lords because I don't know what that. I can't remember the name. It's something
Lightning
quickness.
reflexes.
Yeah, it's essentially like the speed of Assyrian before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. This is a lot nicer than Speed of Assyrian.
Oh.
I only do 2, not my whole army.
Yeah. Always strikes first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot more friendly than that, I would say.
Yes.
Yeah. If anyone doesn't know what we're talking about and they think the Lumineth Realm Lords are bad, they haven't played against High Elves in Warhammer Fantasy.
Yes. Lightning reflexes is not as bad as Speed of Assyrian.
Naturally, those 2 picks would be the Spirit of the Mountain as well as the General. Yeah. The 2 picks are the Spirit of the Mountain and the General over there. We're going to go with the General first because it doesn't really matter. And we're going to hit on 2s. 1 miss. No bonuses.
That is 2 mortal wounds because I have a Sun Metal Sword and it now does it's the special one.
His
so
one specifically says 2, yeah.
And then these wound you on 4s.
2 saves, rend of 1, I
Rend
assume?
of 1 and 2 damage.
Typical rend there, so that's... are they 2 damage normally?
They're 2 damage
Also,
normally.
that's 6. Blessing of the lady saves. All right. Okay.
Oh.
He's dead. You skewer him. 1 quick slash as he charges in to attack you. And then we had the Spirit of the Mountain to resolve.
3s and 2s.
And he's still close enough to get the full effect on his profile?
Yeah, it's 12 inches of him.
Oh, perfect. That's easy.
Okay, 1 miss. 1 miss. 1 miss.
Not bad, not bad.
2s. Don't do this to me again. Okay, 2, -2, and it's 5 damage each.
No saves, that's 10 damage so far. Clean. Bonk, bonk, essentially. He's gonna step on their corpses.
Yeah. 3s and 3s. So that, and 3s.
Alright, lady saves. Okay, well, we save one. That's 9 damage, so the one gets completely destroyed by the hammer, and the other one is batted to the moon. Potentially even de-atomized by that hit.
It's Team Rocket in Pokemon. You know, when they always lose, they get like the little twinkly star in the sky.
twinkly star in the distance.
Yeah, that's what just happened to that guy.
Bye-bye. Okay, well, that's it for the combats. You do get your... Still no controlling objectives right away, but we are going to get our battle tactics.
And I have to do a bravery.
Oh, yeah, because I killed 2 dudes.
Yeah,
And there
so
were 8?
Their bravery...
Oh, they're good
they're
on
fine.
a 2. That's a 2. They're A-okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think their bravery 7, not 8.
Wow. Okay, so you'll get 2 points for completing your battle tactics. So the score at the end of the first turn is 2-1, 2-0. I'm actually at 0 points here. We have the always fun priority roll off now too.
Yeah.
This could realistically, I've lost the game. I want to see if I lose it even harder. A 4. A 6. Okay, so I'm just gonna concede because I lose the game even harder. That's fine.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. This has, by the way, if anyone's curious, this has nothing to do. I know there's a lot of elf hate out there, a lot of Lumineth hate. This has nothing. Here comes Steve.
What'd you do?
It's over. Turn one over.
I got priority.
No, that doesn't matter as much as people might assume. This was a glass cannon on glass cannon.
Shooty shoot, shooty shoot, shooty shoot.
So I
hammer time on.
I tell you, Lumineth players, man.
like realistically on my turn, I went. So this is the generally. You know what? This is technically a post game.
Thank you for checking out this battle report, everyone. Don't forget, before jumping into the post game, we have another one paired with it available to our YouTube members and our Vault members. If you're curious to check it out, all you have to do is click on the link down below and that will redirect you to where you need to be. I'll catch you all next time and enjoy that post game.
Okay, so realistically, give you the rundown of my turn. And my turn, all things considered, I don't need to roll rather well or anything like that. I got to go first because I had the priority on the drops. I could have killed this guy first turn and the Blade Masters and these guys too. I could have killed all 3 of these on first turn, I think. On pretty reasonable dice. Though I failed every single one of my spells. There was
Happens sometimes.
There was 4 spells. I failed every single one of them, and they're all very important. Though 2 of them were like almost mandatory, and they're cast on 6 and stuff like that.
6.
I unbound a bunch of them too.
He unbound them too, yeah.
Because everything unbinds.
Yeah, but he's also he's the nation of +1 to cast, unbind, and dispel.
That's the only one that exists.
Well, see, I used to be Iliatha, and then they made my rule about Aether Quartz, so I'm never being them ever again.
I hear that's what my paint scheme is on mine.
Oh.
But I only know that Zytrack is the only one that is in the block.
Yeah. Well, it's Technis's favorite, so it's the one you should be.
I'm pretty sure it's only Zytrack plus one to cast.
Exactly. So we failed all the endless spells, and then I decided to hold back my summons until the second turn, which seemed okay at the time. Even though I didn't get my spells off, I'm like, okay, well, reasonably, I can still at least kill that guy. And if he's dead, there's not an overwhelming amount of threat. There's a lot of mortal wounds, but I should be okay. Or if they all have to focus one guy, I'll still have the rest of my army to go with. So I go in. He roars and succeeds the roar, which is a hard counter of the Flesh Eater Core, so I can't do my Feeding Frenzy. So I can't fight twice with a nasty guy on the Terrorgeist. And then the Terrorgeist goes in, and
where is he?
He dead. He got pretty much one shot.
Bonk.
Bonk. Yeah. So I go in. I do get a 6 for the 6 mortal wounds, and then I wound. I do wound twice with this. I hit twice with the mouth attack, which is Rend 2, and D6 damage. But I rolled a double 1 on the wound rolls. And then I also rolled a 1 on the wound roll on the pestilential breath, which would have done D6 damage to these guys. Killed just D6 of them. So I rolled a 1 on the wound. Actually, no, I was going to go for the Blade Masters. It would have killed. They're 2 wounds each?
They're 2 wounds each.
Also, it would have done D6 damage to them, which means they would have been dead with the wounds they have left.
Respectfully call them Sword Masters.
I think you'll find that Blade Lords. He said it wrong too.
We had this discussion earlier.
Did you really?
and then I didn't follow through with too much damage on the Flesh Eater Core on the Ghoul King, and then the Zombie Dragon didn't do too much damage. And then that was kind of it. And we kind of you could kind of understand it was over at that point.
So I have a couple questions here. I'm gonna take over your post game. Is that the named dude or the regular dude?
My dude.
Okay,
just
did
regular.
that guy not get buffed up nicely?
Oh, I love
that model.
2 damage, chef's kiss.
I painted that for my army a while ago because I loved the model, but it wasn't that great before.
Yeah.
Now it's
I liked his spell though. I thought his spell was good.
His spell's really good, but I converted mine so it's correctly armed, but I get a cool cape because the normal one doesn't have a cool cape. I'm like, Lord Regent.
Before he was just your backup mortal wound weapon.
Yeah.
Now you can do that and fight. Fantastic.
5 attacks, 2 damage, -1 rend.
Question about this. I would have thought the other way around.
No, because he has to follow him around.
Yeah, but he can stay back. Okay, so like you want her to really pop in like the throwing out the.
It's 18-inch range.
It's 18-inch range.
Yeah,
And to be fair, I didn't get to leave.
And also
Fair point. Fair point.
when you deploy,
Players, man.
yeah, when he knew he was playing against fleshy courts, I had no choice but to approach him because he's shooting. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a 30-inch range.
I was kind of pigeonholed that. So he deployed on the line, forcing me to go first because I had the potential for overwhelming damage if it worked out well. Had I stayed back, I would have just got volleyed at over time. And with this scenario, this was going to be a volatile game no matter what. If this game was going to be decided in the first 2 turns, it was just decided in the first turn in this one. I could have easily done just as much damage to Lumineth back. This new book, I'm happy to show off the new book, though. I'm actually happy with the outcome here.
What are the biggest changes that stick out for you in this new book?
The Blade Master. Oh, what Blade Lords? See, it's
Swordmasters.
the Blade Lords. They are absolutely beautiful now, and the HURAKAN. They're my 2 favorite. They fixed the moving 12 inches in somebody else's shooting phase. Happy with that.
Sure.
But my favorite units are these guys, 2 up. On multiple attacks, 2 up, just do a more wound.
Yeah, but like they didn't really get changed.
No, but they ignore
More
wards now, so like they're very good against undead because they're -1 rend. Undead doesn't have very good saves normally,
So it's pretty much going right through.
and they're 2 shots each.
For the studio army, I made sure I got them 40 archers.
I don't know why. I have 20.
I have for my army, I got 10. That's all I
Yeah,
need.
I have 2 units
The
of
new book,
20.
10's
Yeah.
all I want.
Yeah, but could it not still be super good just running 60?
I don't.
But
Is that
I'm not experienced enough to say definitively yes
That's
or
fair.
no. My gut says no because I want to be able to move, and they're a little more static.
also, their rule is they get 6-inch extra range if they're next to their friends within 12 inches.
Okay.
I think 6.
I think it's wholly within 12.
Oh, I don't. Okay.
Yeah, but so like if you had 60, like it's not moving very much.
True, yeah. Well, that's what I figured. Like, if I had to throw a list together, it would have been like as many Dawn Riders as I could fit into the list, and then all archers, and then the archers just table the opponent.
But the problem is that Dawn Rider. So the big problem that Lumineth have with Battle Line is basically there's 2 sub-factions that make the Hammer Boys and the Bows Battle Line. Apart from that, you can make Blade Lords Battle Line basically it's 1 per Scanari hero. And then other than that, your battle line is Wardens, and for each unit of Wardens, you can have either a unit of Sentinels or a unit of Dawn Riders as your battle line. So if you want to, like, it kind of stops you doing skew a little bit because you can't just, like, take all of these because you have to have something to make them battle line.
So even if you did, you can bring 3 squads of. Well, you don't. You can bring 2 squads of 10 Wardens,
Yeah.
and then 60 bows. But here's the problem with that.
that's too static.
Well,
yeah.
no, but if it works,
Yeah.
everybody hates you. That's not going to play against.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
if it doesn't work, what are you doing? What are you doing?
It looks horrible.
We don't know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be doing that.
I've lost lots of games to that though. Pretty much every. Well, back undead were a little more susceptible to like
I
character
only
killing.
did 40 to you, Luka, not 60.
Oh yeah, I've only experienced 40, but someone could do 60. I guess 40 is enough.
Well, I remember the very first time I played Lumineth. You bring in a soft undead list. It was barely any terrain, nothing that mattered. In turn 1, they just shot across the table and killed your dragon.
Yeah.
And wizard.
Well, it doesn't. There's like, do they still ignore line of sight?
They do not
They do
ignore
not
that.
look like that anymore. Yeah.
Oh, then that's perfectly fine then, because they did before. That was the problem.
They got more range now.
No, they have the same range as long
No,
as...
it's 30-36.
No, it's 24-30.
No.
It is. It's 24-30.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Well, regardless, guys,
Positive.
that'll be
I
the
look,
end of
this
this
is
battle
a
report.
Van Reed
While
book.
they look it up there,
Where is it?
I will
We're not
catch
done
you all
reading
next time. These monsters over here. I will
that
see you
would be
all
wrong
next
with
time for the next battle report. Happy wargaming,
Oh, I was
everybody!
right, 24-30.
Is it 24-30?
That's
No.
what it is. It's 24-30. It's
Check the
24-30.
clip. Put it in the comments.
Nobody has the ability to rewind it.
Oh, I did want to say put your favorite, but like even though this was a rather short game, I do like to see what your feedback is. And like the lurkers, those who don't leave comments too much, because you know you enjoy the game I get. It's like, oh, that was a cool game. I'll go watch another one. Leave a comment. Say what your favorite part was. That's it. And if you share a favorite moment with someone else, just thumbs up another one if you see it. Like maybe it was when he killed both of them, or like when he just held against the terrorist and then smacked him down. Like stuff like that's kind of cool. I want to know what you guys like in the game so I can try and replicate it a little bit more here and there as much as I can. To a degree. It's hard. But maybe just like watching me lose. That's another good one too. That works for me. I don't care. Whatever you like. Happy wargaming, everybody.